Hello, hello. How is everyone doing? Welcome back. Happy weekend. Hope you're ready to win some money. Say hi in chat. If you are in chat, say hi so I know you're here. For all the regulars, welcome back. Welcome back. These names are looking familiar. Hey, Crypto Miner, good to see you. Jonathan, Vicky M. Who else is in the house? Don't be shy. Let's hear it. Jason will be joining in a bit. And we'll get started. Now, Jason's coming today. He is eating food. See, the difference is he eats before he comes. I eat on stream. Should just like call this a Murthy eats food stream. And today I got some popcorn that I bought from Sprouts Farmers Market, like at least the kernels, and I made it at home. So we got popcorn from Sprouts to talk about Sprouts. Yep. So while we're waiting for Jason, let's go over a few things. Some platform updates that we've been working on very hard that you will see very soon. So the calendar that we were talking about last week is coming along nicely, and Oliver will probably push it on the website today or tomorrow, along with company-specific pages. So this is probably going to be the biggest update you see on Stonks since we went live, and yeah, no more trying to go to Yahoo Finance or Wall Street Bets trying to find who's reporting earning when. It's going to be the nicest looking earnings calendar you have seen. And so that is going live today, tomorrow, day after ish. Will take a few days to polish it up, but yeah, Oliver has been cooking. If you like it, give love to Oliver. If you hate it, give love to Oliver. No, I'm just joking. It's really nice. You're gonna love it, right? Because this game we're just doing as a fun thing, just to get people excited. This is not really the end product we're building at Stonks. We're building a pretty cool platform to watch and listen, mostly interact with earnings calls. Because our viewers, look, they're so boring right now to watch earnings calls, and so if we can make them a little more fun, a lot more people will join earnings calls, and that's what we're trying to do, is to make this more fun. Investing shouldn't be boring, and yeah. Hey, Jason.
Hey, I heard you talking about all the things.
Yeah, just giving people an update on what we've been cooking.
There's so much new stuff coming too. I can't wait. Just in this next month alone, there's gonna be so many new overhauls and just all kinds of things that are coming that people are gonna be like, what's going on here? I'm super excited about it. What's up, Crypto? How you doing, man? All right.
Yeah, Crypto, thanks for introducing us to the guys at Trader TV.
Yeah.
We'll be working with them. We can sync up after.
Yeah, man.
Alrighty. What else is happening on Stonk's side? We have a new cash out system that Eddie is building. We've processed all the payouts on PayPal from the weekend. And so if you had a withdrawal request, it's either been processed or it's been blocked by PayPal because you have a shady account. Outside our control. But what we are doing because there's a few more things involved here, right? We have to collect tax information for people who make more than $600 and so forth. So We're
Yep.
just going to move all of the payouts over to Stripe starting probably in a few days. And so Eddie's working on that, and that will happen a lot faster and be automated. So all the KYC, tax information collecting, etc., Stripe will do for us.
Yep.
So that's going to go live in a few days too.
All the fun stuff.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear about like collecting W-9 forms and all of that, but
Nope. Hey,
it
at least
is
it's free
unfortunate.
money that you're paying tax on.
Yeah.
At least you didn't work hard for it, I guess, at that point. Kind of makes it a little better, but not so much better.
And we had one user who made 6 or 7 accounts,
Oh,
uh, tried to farm the system. That person's account, we've spoken to that person and told them not to do it and banned their account. So if you are that person, you've been communicated with. And for others, look, we just want this to be fun. Don't make us put up all sorts of guardrails to keep it easy for everyone else. So please just stick to one account. If you want more entries, just share your link, and you can literally earn an unlimited number of entries. But for people
yep.
who are playing by the rules, know that we have your back, and we're not letting people cheat the game. So we're watching it closely.
Exactly. Exactly. There's honestly no real reason to make multiple accounts when literally you can have, unlimited like entries as long as you like share your link, or you get like 10 for turning on notifications alone. Then you get like, one for following us on Twitter, like one for, subbing on YouTube. You get 5 entries each time you refer a friend who signs up. I mean, that's like, you could go into like a Discord group and share your link and probably get like 4 or 5 people alone right there to join. And that's, if you got 4 people, that's 20 tickets you'll have. So, hey, I mean, make sure you guys are getting your daily bonuses as well. So it's super easy to get tons and tons of tickets. There's no really need in making, multiple accounts.
Invite your mom, up for says. Yep, invite your mom. That's the easiest one
Exactly.
you're gonna get.
Easy invites. Exactly. Like yeah, mom and dad, they need all the monies. So just
Get your cousins on, get your brothers and sisters on,
yeah, like
and
family, like
nephews.
that's the easiest way to get signed up. And plus, like I said, it's free money. Even if they don't even know stocks, they can come in and just throw in like just hit make prediction and then hit submit prediction. And I bet like they're probably going to win some money just that way alone. So they have at least a good chance of doing it. They don't even have to even try to make a prediction. They can just hit submit
Yep.
prediction and it'll just make it for them.
Listen, did you see my food today? I went to Sprouts. I bought corn and I made popcorn from Sprouts.
Yeah, we have a Sprouts like probably like a half a mile up the road here on the right, so away from us as well. Old Sprouts, man. I've gotten popcorn there for a few times.
There's Benji with a cone on him. So if you notice, my dog has a watermelon cone on because he has a wound he shouldn't be licking that he insists on licking.
Hey, honestly, if I was a dog and I had a wound, I'd be licking it too. But I mean, sometimes you just got to put the cone on their head.
So we're at an all-time high today, guys. We're at 387.
Yeah, let's hit 500. By the end of the stream, let's hit 500. Well, I guess I shouldn't say end of the stream. In the next 25 minutes, guys, let's hit 500 predictions. Like I said, it's easy, really quick. If you're in like Discord groups or anything like that, you can go share your link and get multiple entries really, really quick. Get them in. They can win money. You can win money. You can guys do a pool share. You guys can share your money.
All right, let's talk about some news for the day.
Yeah, let's do it.
I feel like we should cover a few of the stocks we've been talking about for the last few days, because it's always good to see like where things start and where they end up. Yeah. So let's talk about CrowdStrike, because they literally took down the world. So
it really did.
So here's their price for the last 5 days. Well, let's do three because you can see the collapse there. So from an all-time high of almost 400 down to 260. What's your take? Is this going to keep going down, or are we?
Yeah. I think, again, like I said, this right here, like for me at least, again, no, like not financial advice, but for me, like at 260, I think CrowdStrike is a great buy for me at least, right? So I bought it when it dipped I think my entry price is not like at all-time low though. I'm pretty sure my entry price is at like 266 or something like that. But again, I feel like at this price point, it's like way better. And again, this is just a time, like it's a timestamp in time, obviously, where it was a really bad thing that happened. But again, so it's not like these companies are switching to another company right this second anyway. Like CrowdStrike is going to be around for a long, long time. Again, for me, at least at this price point, like I'm buying it, and that's just me. Like, did it suck that it happened? Yes. But as an investor, am I okay that it happened? Also, yes. Because beforehand, I wasn't going to buy almost $400. Just wasn't going to happen unless like some crazy catalyst happened. Then maybe. But I do see this price continue going back up. I don't know if it'll hit all-time highs like anytime soon, but I could 100% see this going back over like 325, 350 area, and kind of like, hitting a little plateau before it goes inches back up and hits all-time highs again. But again, for me, CrowdStrike is like a company that, again, you guys seen how many people and how many companies use CrowdStrike, okay, on that one thing. That's all you need to know to like be like, okay, I want to be an investor in this, because like they literally took down the whole like world almost with one update. So to me, I'm like, F it, I'm just gonna buy some. But again, I think at 260, I think it's in a good area. Again, at 400-ish, I wasn't gonna buy it.
Yeah, I might actually go buy some CrowdStrike today. Tomorrow. Well, I can't do it on stream, but tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about it though, Murdy?
Yeah, I think this is kind of, the asymmetric upside would be the buzzword here to use, where, if the price fell 33%, did revenue fall 33%? No, revenue is probably going to go up 33% next year. So, yeah, I might actually do a big position on CrowdStrike. I might actually sell some of my Celsius that I'm having second thoughts of and buy some CrowdStrike, or sell some Meta maybe.
Yeah.
Although Meta and Amazon are reporting earnings this week.
Yes, I don't know if I'd sell Meta right now, but I mean, because at the end of the day, like obviously, I feel like Meta has a way more long term than Celsius does, just in my thoughts at least. But I mean, maybe I'm wrong on that end. But I feel like Meta is still gonna be around for a long time, especially in maybe other sectors than just probably obviously like in the AI sector, 100% they're going to be there. But I feel like in other sectors as well, they're going to be there and like, I think I don't see Meta going away anytime soon. I should say that, I guess.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, CrowdStrike I like. Not financial advice, but just telling you what I would do. I'm probably going to go buy this tomorrow. Okay, next one. Dexcom.
Old Dexcom.
Oh my God.
It's a swing trader, bro.
Go
back. Okay, look at the 1-year chart though.
Okay, look at the 1-year chart.
Like you have like these big dips where it goes down to kind of close to where it is now. Like obviously 66 is a little bit lower than last time's lows, which is like around like 75. But I just feel like Dexcom is a great like swing trade stock, and it's a long-term swing trade too. It's not just like you're swing trading it for a month or two. Like it's definitely one of those stocks. Like you can buy it, and then maybe it pops up in 3 months, but more likely like probably 6 months or so. But it definitely has like swings in it. So to me, it's like Dexcom. If it hits like 60-ish to 50s, like I'm down to buy it as a swing trade, not a long-term trade, at least for me. There's just too many unknowns, right? Like obviously there's CGMs. Like what happens if Apple, gets it to where their phone can do this? Like who's going to do that, right? Like who's going to be paying that? So that's kind of the way I look at it. Like I'd much rather wear a watch that shows my blood sugar and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like I think it's a great swing trade stock.
Sure. But it's still at a PE of 41.
It is. It's high. Like I said, it's definitely high. I would much rather buy, this at like a PE of like 25.
Sure.
But again, like I said, most of the time I've seen it swing trade. Like usually it goes down to like maybe 35, and then it swings back up to be, and it's like in the 70s again, and then it falls back down. I've seen it multiple times now. So at least the way I'm looking at it, it's like, hey, like if you wanted a swing trade, and again, buy like these type of stocks anyway, in pharmaceuticals and things like that, like I feel like a lot of them are swing traders. Like you're buying into it because something's coming up as a catalyst coming up. And as soon as that catalyst happens, you're selling because the stock's rising and you're like, okay, I'm selling now. Like,
Mhm.
I don't think there's too many, stocks out there that I'm going to be buying long term, unless it's like a big mainstay, like maybe like Abbott or something like that. But even then, though, it's like hard for me to be buying like long term in it. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I look at these kind of stocks. But to me, it's when I'm looking at pharmaceuticals or on that end, especially, like I just want to
Mhm.
buy and then get out once that story's up or the earnings, kind of
Sure.
like this.
Yeah, I'm not buying Dexcom. I like it better at 25p, so I'm gonna wait until this
Yeah, no,
drops.
100%. Yeah, if it gets down into the 20s, I'll buy it for sure for a
Sure.
swing trading in.
Yeah, for a company that has like a black swan event like Apple,
Yeah.
um, releasing a CGM with their Apple Watch, hard to digest a 40p for me at this point.
No, I agree with that.
So
100% agree. Like
now why
I
it
do
was
not.
at a 65p just a few days ago beats me, but
Yeah, I'm
um,
telling you, it's
yeah,
just that swing trade motion of it. Like, it's just so weird. Like, and again, I don't know what Dexcom's working on right now. I'm sure they're working on the next iteration of Dexcom, right? So yeah, I
yeah,
think what right now is like, the G7s, I think, right now.
yeah.
So I think they're probably working on G8 right now. But again, like, I feel like we're a little ways from that. And obviously I know Freestyle's working on their new one, but I feel like Freestyle, in terms of like, when I'm looking at CGMs, at least Freestyle's is way more smaller. The I guess what you want to call it, I guess like the thing that goes in your arm, like you hit it or whatever, like the injector or whatever you want to call it.
Mhm,
The inserter, I guess that's what they call it, probably. The inserter, it's way smaller. Again, like the actual thing itself is like the size of like a dime. So
mhm,
like, to me, like I'm looking at that. I know they're working on even a smaller one right now too. Like, I'd much rather it be getting smaller. Whereas Dexcoms, I still feel like it's smaller than it was, but it's still kind of big and bulky
mhm,
compared to like something like Freestyle
yeah,
Libres, which is a lot simpler and smaller.
yeah. I'm also not convinced these are as accurate as they claim to be. I know they're FDA approved, but every time I've used it, it's been shaky compared because I would compare it to an actual like brick,
Yeah,
and
they're
test it.
yeah. They say they're good for like within 25, like, what is it,
Yeah.
deciliters, whatever it's called. They say they're good within 25, but like I said, like if you're a diabetic and the thing's saying you're 85, but you check your blood sugar and it's like 55, 65, like obviously you're low at that point. So like, what the hell is that thing doing good for me?
Yeah.
Or like if you get a compression, like you get compression low, like if you're sleeping on it. This is another
Mhm,
thing that people have trouble with. You get a compression low because you turn over in bed and you're sleeping on it.
mhm,
Then like your pump could shut off if you have a diabetic pump. Then your
yeah.
pump shuts off, and then now your blood sugar is fucking skyrocketing because you have no insulin going in because because that thing says, "Hey, look, you're having compression low." Like, so
Yeah.
that kind of like worries you as well.
Yeah.
So then you like wake up, your blood sugar is like 400, and you're sick to your stomach, and like all that fun stuff that goes along with all that. So
Mhm,
like the way I look at it is, there's definitely better things coming. I do know the ones that you can, from what I've heard at least, the ones that they go under your skin.
mhm,
I heard they're like usually like within 5, which I feel like is a lot better, and you only have to replace it once every 6 months. Now, do you have to go and get like cut with a little scalpel real quick and like all that? Yeah, obviously, but like a 15-minute, thing for 6 months, I feel like is way better off than sitting there every week injecting another injecting
sure.
another one.
Totally.
And eventually, hopefully, Apple has their phone, their watch ready where you can just put your watch on and it tells you.
Yeah. And it's coming. I mean, they've been working on it. I actually
Yeah.
looked into this myself when I was doing the healthcare startup before this.
Yeah.
And I looked at some of the researchers at UC Irvine that had published some papers around doing this without a prick by using just like light, which is what Apple
Yeah.
is trying to do.
Yep.
And so they're not as far as people think.
No, I
The
didn't
tech
think to be that
exists. They
far.
just need to miniaturize the tech.
Yeah. I think the
Uh,
biggest thing is getting, obviously getting approval.
yeah, FDA
Because
approval.
obviously in the United States can take a long time compared to like Europe. Europe, like again, Europe comes out with everything first, and then like United States like 6 months later.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get some fast track to some of this stuff, because at the end of the day, it just makes people's lives easier. And like
Mhm.
for anybody, because I'm a big like somebody that's really big into medical stuff too. Like I'm
Yeah.
obviously, I know you are, so. And obviously you can see I talk about it, and I know a lot of stuff
Mhm.
about it as well, because I love medical stuff. I think it's fascinating, like all the new things that's coming out.
Mhm.
I just feel like, again, I feel like we're closer to. I just feel like once it's ready, like how long is it going to take for them to approve it? in the medical market.
5
Whereas
years.
Europe's probably going to approve it in like, pretty quick. And it's going to
Yeah.
take us like 2 years to approve it. It's like, let
Yeah.
me slap the damn watch on. Like, come on.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about maybe. Okay, so Dexcom is a no for me. Let's talk about Sprouts since we're covering Sprouts today.
Old Sprouts, man.
So I'll be honest, I didn't even know Sprouts was a thing until I moved here to Southern California, and there's one down the road, and I just started going there. It was kind of the closest supermarket, and
Yep.
to me, it just felt someone had ripped off Whole Foods. I literally thought Whole
It
Foods
did. It
owned
does. No, it does
Sprouts.
actually. I agree with you on this one.
Like the open bins, like the layout, it literally felt like Whole Foods. But what I'm trying to figure out is why the hell is a supermarket trading at a 29 PE? And they've done well. I mean, look at their 1 year. Look at their 1 year
No,
chart.
they've done really good. The issue is that Sprouts has a following. Like people that go to Sprouts, they go to Sprouts. Like that's all they do. It's obviously it's kind of like Whole Foods in its way, but it's got this like different feel. It's like they're a little bit smaller than Whole Foods too. At least the ones over here are. But they're like they have a lot of shit in them. And it seems like that people that go there, like they don't go anywhere else but Sprouts. It's like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere but Sprouts. I don't care what it is. It's Sprouts, Sprouts, Sprouts. And the one over here is always full. And like I said, because we pass it almost every day when I'm out, because it's literally just like a few blocks up the road. And the parking lot there is always just packed. So, and I haven't been in Sprouts a ton, but we do go in there every once in a while, like, maybe like once a week or something like that. And like I said, every time we're in there, it's packed too. So I just feel like it's been doing really great. But like you said, though, like, the P level is almost 30. And it's just like, why is it, you know what I mean? Like,
why is the supermarket trading at a 30 PE, right?
I don't know. Again, like if they're earning, like, okay, what was their past earnings? I just need to know this because I haven't really looked at that.
Sure.
But like, yeah, like her historicals, like,
income stream, income. I mean, look at this. They're kind of flat for the
they're
last
flat.
year.
Yeah, exactly. They are flat. And again, like the way I look at it is like, obviously I do know like right now, like, grocery stores are making money hand over fist because again, corporate, like a little bit of corporate greed there. They're not wanting to back off of like obviously prices because people are still paying said prices. So I don't blame grocery stores on that. Like if somebody's still paying, 3x the amount for, let's just say they're getting lettuce or whatever it may be, right? They're paying 3x and like, they're like, nobody's stopping paying 3x. Like, why would you pull back? And I get capitalism is a thing. And like, obviously that, is a part of it too. And then anybody can do anything they want to do. But as Americans, like sometimes I feel like you guys got to put your foot down a little bit and be like, hey, I'm not paying that price, and just go to the next store. And eventually that other store will drop their prices a little bit. But again, these companies, especially in this space, whether it's like, this or Aldi's or whoever it may be, right? Publix, Whole Foods, they're making hand over fist when it comes to money right now in terms of like where they were, say 2018, 2019.
Okay, I'm going to make a very bold prediction here. It's a very like low probability prediction. So if I get it right, I should get some like props for this. This
First place.
company makes absolutely no sense. You have flat revenue, you have flat operating income, and you have a chart that looks like this. During that period of essentially flatness. And so I'm going to say there's a 25 to 35% drop incoming. Now, whether that happens today after earnings or whether that happens,
no, I agree with that too.
In
like
5 days, but this makes no sense unless they invested in some startup that is worth $10 billion that I don't know about. That's on their balance sheet, and they're just like,
I don't know about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do know they're opening tons of stores though. Like this year, I think they were like wanting to, I forgot how much it was, but I think they were trying to like up their stores by like 25% this year. And they have a ton of stores coming out like all over the United States. So I don't know if that's it. People are like trying to invest for the future. But again, it's like 30 at 30, PE is like, man, it's so, high for a grocery train. Right? So yeah, it's like, man, that's fucking high. And like you said, like the last few, at least, last like 3 or 4 earnings have been pretty flat. With relative, ups and downs. But overall, it's like, man, when you're looking at it, you're like, okay, a grocery store, 30 PEs. The only thing I can look at again, like right now in the news stories, there's a ton of, they're opening a ton of new locations, nationwide. So
Yeah, it's not even like when I walk into a Sprouts, it's not like they have Sprout things that you can only get at Sprouts.
yeah, no, it's everywhere. Yeah,
They're carrying the same brands that other supermarkets are carrying too. Okay, sure, maybe like slightly better, slightly higher end. But like for example, there's another supermarket called Mother's. I don't know if they're public or not.
yeah.
Have you heard of Mother's?
Yes, I have heard of that one. I don't know. I don't. Maybe they are, but I don't think they are. But maybe they are public.
Okay, I don't know if they're public or not, but so Mother's as a supermarket is more high end than Sprouts, I would say, and
Yeah,
they're more unique in the sense that they have a restaurant, they have a juice bar, they have
that makes sense to
more
me.
white label stuff that is higher margin and like ridiculously overpriced, but people still go there and pay for it. And it's very culty. But those brands are specific to Mother's. It's not, they're not reselling Coca-Cola or
Yeah.
wine bottles or like
No, I
that's
get,
what
I get what you're
Sprout
saying.
does.
Also, they have a restaurant inside and they have all kinds of that thing. They're almost trying to make their own like little environment when you go in. Like, but at the end of the day, it's like, Sprouts is just another, like, that's the way I look at it, at least. It's just a place that's supposed to look like a farm, but it's just like a Whole Foods with a costume on it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
To me, when I'm looking at it, at least, it's a Whole Foods with a costume.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, look, we try to make it look organic.
Yeah.
So we put a costume on it.
Sure.
There's a lot of these brands out there. I don't know how Sprouts got going, but at the end of the day, they're unique in their look, but the inside is not unique at all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why I said the costume was once you get in there, they're like, they're there. And again, the only thing I could think of that looks like any sort of catapult would be like them opening all these new stores. But again, if they're like, I just don't see them. Like, I don't honestly, I didn't realize they were at a 30 PE.
Yeah.
That is just so fucking high.
Okay, I'm gonna make my prediction, and I'm gonna predict a 25% drop.
You think at 25? You're oh
Yeah,
no,
I'm going low.
I had no money in the game, so like I don't care. But that's a lot. Yeah.
I mean, I can't make money either, but I think it's just for the intellectual, like.
Yeah. Obviously, I'll go with a 70. I'll go with a 72.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's going to drop quite that much, but it's definitely. I just don't see it when I look at it. But I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Watch them like knock it out of the park this time.
I mean, that's what happened. So, speaking of, here's McDonald's, and McDonald's reported pretty shitty earnings, and see what happens today. Like they're up like 4 or 5%.
It's McDonald's. Okay, look, I'm happy McDonald's up. It's obviously in my portfolio. I think we talked about it a lot. I'm happy it's up, but man, their earnings weren't crazy though. But I think it's just McDonald's like a mainstay. So people are like, the issue is, I think what people's doing too is trying to look future wise. Cause like, obviously like every other day, like there's a new news story, like how the markets are going to die out and everybody's going to have no money. And like, so I think people are like, oh, they're going to go back to the dollar menu and McDonald's. I honestly don't see that happening. Like, I don't think we're going to see the markets fall and like, doomsday. I just feel like it's election year. So it's just another market story where it's going to be doomsday if, one party wins or the next. I think it's going to be okay. No matter what party wins. But again, like I said, I just think that might be the play that people are looking at. They're like, hey, look, if the doomsday is coming, like people are only going to have dollar bills to spend at, McDonald's.
So have a look at this. Sprout is trading at almost a 30 PE with flat income and flat revenue. McDonald's is actually growing, not by a lot, but reasonable.
It's growing, though,
10-15%. And they are at a 22 PE.
Yep.
And it's a far stronger brand.
Way stronger brand. Yeah. It's been around forever. They've been traded for a long time too. Like, and we kind of talked about this last time. Like didn't McDonald's put money into which other company was that we were talking about? Can't remember off the top of my head. They had money in one of the
Chipotle.
Chipotle. Yeah. So McDonald's like actually owned like, so much of Chipotle for a while before they divested in it. But still like, it's like when I look at McDonald's, like, and again, it's just the reason why I got into it because obviously it was a dividend stock and it was like one of my first dividend plays.
Mm-hmm.
But one reason I got into it is because of the growth side of it too. Yeah, yes, is it a dividend? Yes, but it's also a really good growth play for me at
Yeah.
least. I just don't see it going anywhere. And
Sure.
I guess if the market was to like, and everybody lost their job, like, you know, again, we're in election year, so every other news story is another doomsday news story. So I don't think it's going to happen, but I guess more people will be eating McDonald's at that point. But I don't see that. I just see McDonald's growing over the next, 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. There's a 2.6% dividend on McDonald's.
Yeah.
Last year, getting 10-15% growth a year.
Yeah, that's the reason why I
at a
invested in
22
it.
PE. I mean, that's pretty compelling.
Yeah, no, I continue to invest in it. It's like when it's honestly like in terms of like individual stocks, like it's one of my like I have more shares in it than I think I have this. I think it's like second in my portfolio in terms
Oh,
of like
wow.
individual shares. Just because again, like I said, I've been investing in it since 2018. And like I
Sure.
said, I just continually invest into McDonald's because one, it pays me a good dividend, and two, it has like it usually has anywhere between like 10 to 15% growth each year. So it's
Right.
like, hey, and sometimes you get like even a bigger bump than that. But it's
Mhm.
on the average, you're like 12, 13, 14% growth. And you have your dividend.
My problem with McDonald's is I gave up meat because of
Yeah.
animal suffering, and buying McDonald's is just this philosophically. I'm just like I can't
Nah, I
quite
feel it.
get there.
No, I get that too. My sister's actually the same way. So she doesn't eat meat either. So
Yeah.
she doesn't like, do anything like that either. So I can 100% get that.
Mhm.
Usually, like I said, I usually, my family usually eats pretty healthy anyway. So we're not eating at McDonald's a ton. Like, every once in a while the kids want to go there. I haven't eaten McDonald's in probably like a good year, but I'm still going to invest in it. The kids go there and get Happy Meals sometimes when they're out.
Sure. Okay, next one. Let's look at Coursera.
We got 2.5 minutes real quick. 2.5 minutes, guys. Get your predictions in. If you have it, make sure you guys hit make prediction at the bottom. If you're on YouTube or Twitter or anywhere else out there listening, if you come over to stonks.com, you can come over, make an account really quick within a minute, and then start making predictions. It's at the bottom left, right, or I guess the bottom right on your screen next to the chat. Click on make prediction, and you can hit. If you don't really know the stock and you just want to submit prediction, you don't have to even guess. You can just be like, boom, there it is, and hit
Yeah,
it.
it picks the price closest to that point when you're trying to predict. So
Yep.
it does the job for you.
Yep. Exactly. That's what my wife does. Don't worry, guys. She's like, I'm not trying to predict nothing. I know nothing about stocks.
Okay,
Like,
I just had a
fine.
great idea. We should
Hit
do a husband versus wife competition and see like who outperforms.
That'd be hilarious because again, my wife knows absolutely nothing about investing, and it's
I
hilarious.
bet you'll outperform you.
She probably would, honestly. That's the funny part about it. Because I'd be overthinking it while she's over here just picking random stuff. And yeah, because I'm like, I don't want to lose to you. I don't want to lose to you. And she'd be like, no, you're never gonna lose. I'll
Wow.
overthink it, and she'll
We're
win.
at
For sure.
416 predictions, guys. That's amazing. It's an all-time high.
Yeah, we might be. I mean, we got 1 minute. We might be able to hit like 4:30.
Yeah, do it, guys. Put those predictions in.
Let's hit 430 predictions today. We can do it. 1 minute left to get 15 or 14, actually. I think I might have one. I'll join.
Okay, I just made a really low prediction at 54.
54.
Okay, YOLO. Watch me win.
Honestly, like I would not doubt it. I'm going to go 75. So I got a 72, a 75, and I have an 86. So I don't think it's going to go up, but I mean, maybe I'm wrong and it does go up. And then I guess that will, ground me a little bit.
Yeah. Goldfish trading stocks. Yep.
Exactly. I have, we can honestly, like one time we should definitely do the doggos. I got 2 dogs. You got 2 dogs. Like
let them pick, man. They'll outperform. They'll beat us.
Yeah, exactly. We should do that one day though. Be hilarious.
All right, 425, guys. 15 seconds.
Well, we're almost there. Come on, get it in. 2 more. Oh, we're gonna be so close. We're gonna be so close. Oh no, we almost hit it.
2, 1, and we are done.
429. We almost did it though. 1 away. I'll count that as a win.
1. We need 1 more. Okay. 429. It's gonna be exciting. Now let's hope they actually drop their earnings on time.
That's what I'm hoping
too. Companies don't really want to adhere to their own schedules.
Nope. They're like, if we wait longer, that means less people are going to be watching the market.
Yeah.
And they'll forget by tomorrow morning because we're all on TikTok with, little goldfish brains.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But little do they know, the computer never forgets.
No.
They already got their bids in.
Yep.
No cares in the world.
All right, we'll keep an eye on Sprouts, and let's hope they report earnings soon. But let's get back to Coursera. So
Yep.
this was a stock, we didn't cover, but we talked about.
It shot up.
Yeah, Jason, you're super passionate about it, right?
Yeah. I think Coursera is great overall. Like I said, it shot up pretty good the other day on earnings, which is good. Like again, I see Coursera being one of those brands, at least it's going to have continual growth year over year because more people are getting certificates and it's easier to get certificates online. So like people that really can't afford to say to go to college, at least then they can get like a really easy degree in like, accounting. It's not really a degree, it's just a certificate, but it can definitely help you out when you're just doing outreach and trying to get a, bottom ground floor job in accounting or wherever it may be you're doing it in, or say graphics design. So the way like I look at, Coursera, I feel like it's like the future of people not going to college as much. Because again, I feel like overall college is way too expensive right now. Unless they reform college and like, and the prices, it just continues getting more ridiculous and more ridiculous. When literally like, if you're smart, you can really do a lot of things with certificates. So I feel like at least when I'm looking at, Coursera, and there's a couple other ones out there, when I'm looking at them, I just feel like they're the future in terms of like people being able to go to get a certificate for like say 500 or 1,000 or 1,500. It depends on what you're doing, like how long you're doing the course, and like what kind of certificate you want, different prices. But when I do look at it, to me at least, I feel like it's just one that like people are going to go to more, and you kind of learn about it more too. Whereas used to, at least, people really didn't look at certificates that much, like to get jobs. But nowadays there's a lot of jobs out there that will hire you as an entry level with a certificate. And once you get that experience, to say like 3 to 4 years of experience on your certificate, like at that point, you're almost like you're pretty much, they look at you the same almost as like a college degree at that point. They'll start paying you more. You'll get better jobs because again, a lot of jobs are looking for more experience nowadays. They're actually seeing that experience is better than even like some college degrees. Not saying every college degree, because obviously you don't want a doctor. That's just like, you know what I mean? But like in some spaces, at least, I feel like, experience is way better than any college degree is going to give you. But again, it takes a lot to get that experience. And one way to doing that is to get an entry level job with a certificate. So Coursera, I feel like kind of fits that bill.
So a stock I'm keeping I completely agree. I've taught myself how to code using, these sites. Udemy is reporting earnings on Thursday. And they're very similar to Coursera, right? The person that uses Coursera is also the person that uses Udemy. And they're very similar companies, almost the same market cap, same strategy, where both of them are trying to sell into enterprises, and that's like a much faster growing part of their business now, which I personally love as a shareholder, right? Because now you're
100%
good to big companies, it's predictable revenue. And I'm actually a shareholder in Udemy. We actually used to share offices with them when they first got started.
That's
and
awesome.
When we were doing High Gear, which eventually turned into Streamlabs. So like 2011, Udemy was 4 people and we were 4 people sharing an office in San Francisco. So it hasn't done well as a stock. The original founders are out. So I don't like it. That's not founder led.
That's the only bad thing. I hate that.
Right? Look at this. Look at the 5 years, down 66%. It went public during the 2021 hype. But like, look at their revenues. I mean, they've been steadily growing their revenue. So from 2020, 400 million, 500, 600, 700. So it's stock price is going down, revenue is going up. Like, what's going on?
I think the issue and the reason why that's happening is like, again, more and more companies are coming acceptable to somebody not having to have a college degree, and they're looking at people that have certificates or at least have, some industry, they have some sort of industry standard, obviously, but you don't have to have a college degree anymore. I feel like, again, that's the reason why I feel like courses really, really come into effect. And then obviously experience, I feel like, rules all. But if you have experience and at least like some sort of thing that says, hey, look, I've, passed this course, I feel like that helps out. It never hurts. So that's the reason why I think people are becoming more acceptable of that. And I think it's the reason why you're seeing like each of these companies, like they're every year their revenue is growing and growing and growing, because more and more people are seeing like, hey, I only have to spend like maybe $2,000 versus $40,000 for just one, semester, or wherever it may be at a certain college. So that's the kind of way I look at it. It's like a way easier. And again, it might be a little slower in terms of like how much money you're going to make right off the bat. But again, like you're spending those 3 or 4 years getting actual experience, and those people are spending 3 or 4 years in college, spending bukus of money and getting no real experience in the real world. To me, I feel like I think that's a good trade-off, at least on my end when I look at it.
Yeah, Udemy, even though I've lost money on it, I'm still a believer, and
yeah,
you could switch this out to Coursera and be the same story. So maybe I should just diversify into 3-4 like online.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Maybe just diversify yourself into some of these. There's some good ones out there that I see a lot of, and obviously like YouTubers are always pitching a couple of them as well. Coursera is always a big one that YouTubers get sponsored with. Like I've actually had a sponsorship with Coursera before too. So again, like I said, it just depends on like where you're seeing that at. And I do think, like we said, both companies are seeing growth though year over year. And I continue to see that. I don't see that going down.
Tesla is up for no good reason today. But
I'll take it. I don't even care.
It's so volatile, this stock. It's down, it's up, it's
every which direction. Exactly.
Some analyst came out and said, "Oh, it's our top pick now," and suddenly the market said, "Yeah, that's why we're gonna."
It is honestly it does not take a lot for the retail investor in Tesla to get hyped up. I'm gonna be honest. So like anything it's good news, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go buy some more." And they're like, slap money on it. It's like the easy button over and over again. They're just hitting the easy button, easy. But that's honestly the way I look at it. It's definitely got its own cult following for sure. It's not as bad as it used to be, but anytime there's any good news, people like in retail investor goes and buys it up again. So it's again, like I said, could Tesla be down like more than that and still be a great stock? Yes, it's definitely probably above where it should be. Like if you're looking at technicals of some of the stuff, but again, people are looking at this as a a 5 or 10 year plus play.
Okay, so clearly I don't know anything.
Oh well, yeah, we didn't know, guys. So
I'm an idiot.
What could they have done? Like, I need to see. Like, was there really good growth there? Again, the only thing I can think of is the only good stories I've seen is that they were opening. I think they were like trying to like make 20% more Sprouts in 2025.
Okay,
and they were building a ton this year too. So maybe it's just like their growth plan is just really, really good. I don't know. Need to hit up Sprouts CEO and get him on here to talk.
That is the future of stonks. We're going to have CEOs here and we're going to ask them.
Exactly.
Point blank.
That's going to be super fun.
Why should we buy your stock? All right. So here's their report second quarter results. They're based in Phoenix. Oh, I was just there over the weekend. Let's see. Sprouts outstanding net sales 12% increase.
Okay.
Opened 5 new stores, resulting in 419. It's not like a 10% growth in stores. It's like
it's not that much for 2024. From what I read, anyway, I have to pull that news story back up. It said they were looking in 2025. They're looking to rapidly expand. Again, 419 stores isn't like crazy, I guess, but like I said, there's definitely one up the road from me. Like I've seen them in a lot of cities I've been in, at least. But again, it's like, when I look at the PE, that's what scares me the most. Honestly, but again, their growth looks this time it looks decent, at least compared to last year's. They actually had a pretty good, some decently growth numbers, 12%. Nothing that's like going to blow you out of the water, but it's still good growth. Like a 12% growth, still good growth. I mean, maybe that's what people are like. They're like, oh, this is the future of, I guess at that point, I guess maybe they're looking at this taking over some of those type of stores. But again, it's like, when I look at the P level, that's what gets me like being like, I don't know if I want to invest at that high. Like I just couldn't believe like going and investing into it. What is their P? Like their P right now is probably like a 32 or something. But they're
Yeah, I
going
don't
up.
think Yahoo Finance has updated this, but
Yeah,
assume a 10% increase in PE, right? So we're looking at
yeah,
32, 33.
yeah. That's what I was thinking. That's the reason why I said 32. I just don't know. Like I just don't get excited. Again, I'd much rather at 22 McDonald's
Yeah,
than I would a 32 Sprout. That's just the way I
yeah.
look at it. You get a mainstay, it's been around for so long versus Sprouts. It's how long has Sprouts been trading for? Like, I
Six,
mean, it been up
um,
public
2014, 2013.
2014. So it's been around. I guess it's not like the oldest in the world. I mean, the newest in the world, but still, like, I just don't know.
But see, it went nowhere for like 10 years. It went nowhere,
Yeah.
which is what you would expect from a supermarket, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah. When I'm looking at again, the only thing I can think of is people still know like corporate greed in the supermarket super high, so they're making more money that way. I just feel like if prices were, it's more of these stores. Like obviously, I think Whole Foods came out and said they're going to slash prices like 10% or something like that, didn't they say?
Yeah.
It was some sort like so. If that happens, and then like Sprouts has to slash their prices 10%, how's that going to do on their bottom line? That's the stuff I think about. Like at trading at 30, like that high, it's just I'm not taking a risk at $92 a share for a. Could you imagine paying $92 a share for a market like a supermarket? I just don't. When I think of it, I'm just like I'm dumbfounded.
And it's up 10% because why not? YOLO.
Yeah, sales up 12%, stock up 10%. I mean, does anybody in chat have Sprouts? So I don't, if we're bad talking your stock, I'm sorry. Don't hate us. We're just looking at the numbers here in front of us. Dang it. So if you actually put, that in, that's what I'm saying. Dexcom goes down 30%, which they needed to 100%. Like there's no reason for them to be up that much, but Sprouts, man, jeez. If I see this hit $100, I'm gonna freak.
It probably will. I go back down to 20.
I feel like this is gonna be one of those stocks that you see the curve going up to 100, and then eventually it's just gonna drop off. And there's gonna be people at the top of the train stuck up there, and they're gonna be like, "I can't wait for it to come back." And it's like 5 years later.
I have a theory on what's going on here. I think somebody is trying to buy Sprouts, or they're trying to buy a large stake in it, like a Warren Buffett or someone.
That'd be wild.
Yeah, like a large hedge fund is like, okay, it's a supermarket worth $8 billion. We can overpay a little and then do something interesting with it. So,
I mean, maybe that's what it is. I mean, again, I don't really know it overall, but it's just like
somebody's trying to build a position in Sprouts and then, sort of do a takeover or something, because this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, I see news stories about Sprouts, but it's only like weird, like these little wall things, like Travis Barker's wellness, gummies goes live. New functional mushroom gummies. Like they're selling stuff like that. Like, I mean, I guess again, stuff like that isn't going to make the stock go up that much. And then obviously them opening new stores, and things like that with like Beyond Meat.
I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big three.
I'm gonna try and find some Sprouts content on TikTok.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea actually.
They have Sprouts balls. 5 things I would literally stand in front of ongoing traffic from Sprouts.
Can you hear the audio
on the
video?
Put a Sprouts in Bergen County, New Jersey. I grew up eating pizza bites all the dang time, so I love these snow day pizza bites. And for all you moms, they sneak veggies in here so they're perfect for your kids. The thing I love most about Sprouts is their fresh and pre-packaged food selection. Take this turkey wrap, for example, which has 12 grams of protein and it's perfect for on the go. My friend Ashley religiously eats these snack boxes, and I understand why. I love how they all have a source of carb, produce, healthy fat, and protein.
Let me show you how I got a week's worth of groceries, over $60 worth of stuff for only $10. First, I'm going to grab 2 of these half-day teas with prebiotics. Sprouts is having a sale, buy one, get one free. Nice. And then using an aisle offer for a free can, we're going to get both for free. Next, I'm going to grab these Gatsby chocolates. They're super good, low-sugar chocolate.
Those are not good,
aisle
by the
has
way.
a deal for a free bar. Then we're going to grab one of these actual veggies boxes. There's 4 burgers in there. These are super good and
those
really
are actually
healthy,
pretty good, honestly.
and aisle has it offer for a free one. Grabbing 2 of these Alpha Nuggets. They are buy one, get one free at Sprouts. So in total, we're just going to pay $5.99 for both. Then we're going to grab 2 of these Brahmi pasta boxes, any kind, and they're both going to be free, plus the $2 moneymaker using Ibotta and the Sprouts
I'm about
app.
to go to Sprouts.
Then we're grabbing 2 of these perfect layers bars, and
Getting
also
everything
2
for
of
like
the
free.
perfect regular bars.
You just gotta
They
go.
are buy one,
I
get
get
one
it
free
now.
through the Sprouts
get
app.
going
So
there.
for
I never do any of
only
that.
$6.
Yeah.
Then we're grabbing a couple of these sparkling waters. Buy one, get one free through Isle, and buy one, get one free through Sprouts.
You just gotta
That's
go
how
and
you
get all
get
these
all of
things.
this for only $10.
Wow. Okay.
Okay,
lovely.
I shop at Sprouts every single week. I feel like I know all of the best hacks, tips, and tricks and ways to save money. So let me share 3 of my favorites. Okay, starting off with their pre-made meals. These are great if you hate cooking for just 1 or 2 people and they feel like a home-cooked meal, but they only require reheating. Also, make sure to go and do your grocery shopping on Wednesdays, and you can snag a sushi roll for just $5 or $6, and they are so good. And
Really?
you've probably heard about their viral sandwich deal where you can get a fresh deli sandwich for $5 or $6, and then you can add chips and a bottle of water for an extra $1.
See, my
And
Sprouts
you
doesn't have a
literally
deli,
get a
which
meal
is
for
interesting.
$6 these days, and the sandwiches are so
Oh, yours doesn't
big
have a
and easy to
deli?
order and
No.
definitely live
Oh,
up to
ours
the
has a
name.
deli. Yeah.
It's all at Sprouts in Dallas, Texas, so go and check.
Come get some healthy snacks and treats from Sprouts with me. Okay, I'm right outside of Sprouts. Let's go see what they've got. These pizza bites are one of my favorite things that Sprouts has. They're grain-free and organic and just
If you're a Sprouts newbie, don't worry, I got you. I'm at Sprouts right
Yeah, this is like a damn.
If you're not taking
I
a
mean, they
magnesium
definitely
right
got
now, grab this one. It's a great
a lot of
option. And
videos
you'll
made about
notice
them
the
for sure.
difference. And
We do.
Ben's got 13,000 likes, 12,500 likes. Like, dang. Maybe that's what it is. There's like social, viral now that people are like, even if they don't even shop at the place, like, I'm gonna put money into it.
I'm a granola queen. I make
He just said that is kind of true though.
Clearly for views.
I mean, honestly,
apple cinnamon raisin drizzled one. It's the drizzle that sets it apart. Okay.
Okay.
I keep hearing Sprouts has amazing sandwiches.
Look at that.
It was my first time.
346,000 likes on that one. Holy cabolies.
Yeah.
It's time for our weekly Sprouts haul.
Yeah.
Our Sprouts
I just got to Sprouts. Let's go get the
That
groceries.
has to be what it is, right?
Mini cart always.
Social game. This is so good.
If you
Getting
are looking
so
to
many
fill your
views.
gut, here are my favorite things to buy at Sprouts. Chobani is the best protein powder in the world. I will not be taking any debate on this.
Yeah, I stopped eating Sprout sandwiches after the whole fiasco. If you know, you know. Look it up. But I ain't never
God.
gonna lie to y'all. And they be having them
Wanna
different
know.
ass produce. I think I'm about to do a haul. White donut peaches, y'all. Look at these. One of those. What the fuck is a plum cot, y'all? One of those. Kenny pointed these out. Fucking pink Cosmo. One of those. Fucking golden.
This is my kind of
berries.
content right here.
One of those. Peach pie. One of those. And I've been wanting to try a gold kiwi. Let's go. All right, y'all
Those are
got
good.
all the fruit. Let's try it out. Let's do a quick pair first.
Yeah.
Let's Amazon all that. Let to the fruits, let it sprouts. Let me wash you, boy,
Let
real
to the
quick.
fruit.
An heirloom peach pie.
What is
I guess
that?
peach.
Never seen one of those.
God damn. The best peach I've ever had in my life. Succulent, juicy. Look at that color.
Dang.
It
dude.
actually
GMO
looks like
stuff
a
like that.
donut white peach. It looks
Yeah,
like
honestly, I'm
just a
gonna go
peach
try
with,
some
like,
now. I'm like,
Ah.
damn.
Kind of like a tastier apple. Green plum cot. I think it's a plum and an apricot. Oh,
Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
super sour, like a green apple sour. A golden berry. Yeah. Hell no. Tastes like a tomato mixed with a damn blueberry. Cosmo. Oh. Like a very fresh, light blueberry. Golden kiwi. I've been seeing these and wanting to try them, so I'm excited I actually get to.
These are really good,
This
actually.
cool ass thing.
I never had one either. I'm gonna.
It's actually super sharp.
Really good.
He's getting his influence over me already. I'm
Golden
like,
kiwi.
I need to go to Sprouts. Later.
God damn.
Yeah.
Super fucking soft.
Mm-hmm.
Really good flavor. I think I prefer regular kiwi's flavor more. It's a little bit stronger, but for color and just aesthetic, vibe. Yeah, I stopped eating Sprout sandwiches after the whole fiasco. If you know, you know. Look it up. But I ain't never gonna lie to y'all. And they be having them.
Man, Sprout. I mean, honestly, the online social game, like in terms of like not even Sprouts doing it, just like everyday people making like Sprouts hauls videos. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's for every store. I'm sure there's a lot of them out there, but I didn't think there'd be that many. And some of those had like 400,000 likes.
Yeah.
And that woman got like a ton of stuff for $10. I'm over here like, shit, I'm shopping different. She's taking hours of like her time finding different coupons before she goes shopping. I'm like, fuck that. That's like a lot of time to save like, that money. I don't know. But maybe
we should have a channel on Stonks once people can live stream on couponing and people can just coupon their way.
Dude, I'll make some videos for sure. It'll be me saving like 20 cents. I'm like, yeah, take it. Oh man. I mean, I guess when you go out, just be shopping a lot of like sales, because there's a ton of sales that you can get. Like they're like buy one, get one free. So it makes more sense to buy at that point and stock up. So.
Or just go to Costco.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. Costco, Sam's Club. It sounds a lot easier to me.
Oh,
I
love Costco.
Hey. Yeah, I like both. Depending on like what you're trying to get.
But I guess millennials aren't dying to go to Costco.
Nah, they're dying to go to Sprouts, bro. Look at this. Look at this price, up 12%. Dude, it's almost $95. Man, I wish I would have bought some calls real quick.
I feel like a true idiot.
I feel like a true idiot too, because I was 100% sure they're going to go at least like 70, 78. I thought they would go down a little bit, but no, they're up like big. And I thought this pump was just going to be one of those quick pumps and then it kind of dies off. Nope, it has not. It's just continued. I thought we'd be one of those pumps where like we had before, where it pumps up and in the next like 20, 30 minutes, it just dies back off. This one is nice. It's like holding steady at like 12%.
This is why predicting stock prices is so difficult.
Yeah, exactly.
You could be right by the numbers and just get it completely wrong.
And like I said, I guess, lesson to us, check social media before we put in predictions.
Well, at least people aren't losing real money here, right? Entries are free. So.
Exactly. Nobody's losing real money. You guys are gambling on our dime.
Yeah.
So don't worry. If you don't win today, there's always tomorrow.
So who was the person that predicted like an upswing, like a positive earnings? Because
DJ said $100. He's pretty close. DJ 0410 predicted 100. Was that you? 54. Andy did $95. He's super close. 95.20. Let's see. Mr. Cart did $92.
Yep.
Trying to see. So, somebody accidentally put $8,000. RIP. Somebody fat fingered. Put $8,454.
Wow.
I think they meant $84.54. But hey, what do I know? There's a lot of $60. I think some of the bigger ones was the ones I just called out though. So we had a 90, 92, and then 95, and then 100. Those are the closest I see. So I would say they're in the top for the running right now in terms of like money.
We're also going to be tweaking with the algorithm on how the payouts, like the distribution of payouts based on what position you show up on.
Yeah.
So I think Eddie has a nice algorithm inspired from the poker industry that he's going to try out.
Nice.
So I'm not sure if it's live for today's game, but I think this week we're going to try with some with optimizing that to make it a little more.
100%. I agree with that, because like early days, like you said, like in early days, like a great time to experiment. That way you have everything hammered down for, when there's tons and tons of people playing. So the way I look at it, like right now is our best time to experiment with stuff like that, like prize pools, how it works, like, what first place wins, second place, third place, and then down. So I think right now is a great time to experiment with different, prize pools and, how they work.
Totally. Yeah. I mean,
guys.
It makes no sense. Like McDonald's reported shit earnings.
Yeah.
Stock up 5%, Sprouts.
Thank God.
12% growth. Stock up 12%.
Give us more tickets to guess more. Cart, all you got to do to get 5 extra tickets. So look, if you're in like a Discord group, like you can get like 4 to 5 people, really, really quick to sign up. If you have family members, send it to them. It's so easy to share your referral link. If you don't know how to do that at the top where your ticket's at, if you click on the ticket, then you hit get referral link, and it's right there. It's super easy, and you share it everywhere. Your, Twitter, wherever you want to share it, share it. I mean, it's $1,000 free pretty much every day that people can win. Like, I don't see too many people are going to fuss about it.
Yeah.
Should be an easy sell for you. And like we said before, if we get like as things grow and we get more and more people, we can up prize pools too. So if you guys go out and go crazy with sharing links and we get a ton of people in here, we can up prize pools. Hey, we're working with you here. We're trying to help you guys make money too at the end of the day.
I think here's another tip. I think Eddie sent out an email today that had a code for the first 25 people who redeemed it. So you get an extra free entry if you redeem that code that you got in your email. So just a reminder, check the emails you get from Stonks, because sometimes they contain little Easter eggs.
Yes.
Because most people will not read emails. And we wanted to make our emails a little fun and like give you an incentive to actually like read the email. And so Eddie sent out an Easter egg in our notification email for Sprouts today.
Exactly. Yeah, make sure you guys enable your notifications too. You get 10 extra entries just for enabling those. But like Murray said, make sure you guys are checking your emails, because we do give away codes. And like I said, Eddie did it today. So the first so many people today, was 25 people got a code for extra tickets. So make sure you guys are checking those emails. It comes through probably once a day right before we go live, usually within an hour or two. So you just redeemed it? Yo, let's go, Mister. you gave him ID. He's like, I'm gonna check real quick, and redeemed it. Let's go.
Nice.
Now you have that for tomorrow. We have so many good earnings coming up, man.
Yeah,
tomorrow
so just
we talk about multiple companies. 100%.
Yeah. What should we use for our game tomorrow? We've got Microsoft, AMD,
100%,
Starbucks, Electronic Arts. I mean, this is ridiculous.
There's a lot of them. That's the reason why I say it's so hard to do. But I feel like more people have Microsoft than anything, probably, if they have holdings.
Sure.
That's the reason why I say Microsoft, because so many people know them. Like obviously AMD can be second, but I think we should talk about lots of companies. Lemonade would be a great one to talk about tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
I actually have Lemonade. So I think there's a lot of them, honestly. AMD's gonna be great. Oh yes. Yeah. Because we got so many good earnings. Like, man,
tomorrow's a banger of a day.
It is. Honestly, tomorrow we should just talk about a lot of stocks. But I honestly think Microsoft. We go with Microsoft as the stock itself, and then we just talk about a ton of stocks. So there's at least 5 there that we could talk about and have a whole session of talking about them. I think people would love to hear it too.
All right, William, Eddie, whoever's listening, let's do Microsoft for tomorrow. Let's do $1,000 and Microsoft.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure we have a couple content creators that do some stuff with talk about Microsoft stuff sometimes in stocks. So I'm gonna reach out to them to see if they want to join tomorrow too. I know Dr. Kelly was one of them, because she said she's big into Microsoft.
Okay.
And there's another one too. I think Coach also has it. So I'll reach out to some of them tomorrow and get them on.
Sure.
That way, we can talk about that. But again, like I said, there's at least 5 companies we should definitely have conversations about tomorrow.
Sounds good.
There's some good ones in the morning that there's so many. SoFi. We got PayPal. PayPal we should be shorting, but it is very low already. But SoFi, I think SoFi could be a stock that eventually goes up.
Yeah.
I think it's in a very good spot right now.
Look at this. You got BP, JetBlue.
JetBlue, yeah. BP, JetBlue's there.
MP.
And there's so many stocks tomorrow. Phillips 66.
And then look at Wednesday and Thursday. I mean, wow.
Yeah. Meta. Are we doing Meta on
yeah, let's
Wednesday?
just do Meta. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Microsoft, Meta, and then there's so many we pick on Thursday that can make sense. I mean, obviously Apple was obviously always a good one because of the artificial intelligence or Apple intelligence. I'm sure they'll be talking about that some.
Sure.
Obviously, you got Amazon there. We got Wayfair in the morning, Roblox in the morning.
Coinbase, that's going to be volatile.
Coinbase. Yeah, Coinbase is going to be volatile as well. There's so many there.
DraftKings, Square.
Dude, we're talking, every day, like we're going to have like a whole list of stocks to talk about. That's pretty much what we're going to be doing. There's just so many. Roku's there too. You know who invests a lot in that? Her name was Kathy Woods.
Oh, jeez. Oh my God. I don't want to speak ill of her, but oh my God. Like people. Yeah. No comment.
Exactly. Twilio's there too. DoorDash. Man, there's so many stocks to talk about that day.
Yeah. This is crazy, guys. This is gonna be a great week.
Yep. Such a good week. Man.
You know, this is America's best invention. These amazing companies that have basically taken over all innovation for the world.
Yeah.
Because without this, America would be the new Europe, right? Like empire
100%.
That's kind of past its prime. But these companies are still killing it. These companies are still going.
Yeah. No, for sure. I agree with that.
So
even on Friday, we got a couple good ones we can talk about. Frontier's there. We got ExxonMobil, Chevron.
Yeah. They're all in the morning.
Yeah, they're in the morning, but we can still talk about them a little bit on Friday's show.
Sure.
I'm really interested in Frontier and how they're growing for sure. But there's some other ones there that we can talk about too.
Hey, we got Boeing on Wednesday.
Which one?
Boeing.
Oh, Boeing. Oh, dude, yes. We have to talk about Boeing too on Wednesday. There's no way we don't.
Have they killed anyone recently?
We got winners. India won first place.
Ooh,
Tishego won second place. Latrice came in third place. Latrice came in third place like 5 times in a row.
Nice.
It's wild. She just keeps.
India is new. I haven't seen India. Who's India?
India's new. India. At least I haven't seen him in chat much until today. I seen him in chatting today. There's a lot of new people. Dr. Kelly came in 9th place. She also came in 5th place. Let's see, Juliet. There's a lot of new names in here, actually, that I don't really notice.
Yeah, look at a bunch of new names.
Yeah, Mick's up there, 19th. Captain Sparrow. Ooh, there's a lot of new people in here. Nice, good to see. Yo, congrats on anybody who won. Remember, we'll be back tomorrow with our good friend. What is tomorrow? Is it Mars Microsoft? Yeah, our good friend Microsoft tomorrow. So it's gonna be another banger. Tomorrow we have a lot of stuff to talk about, so it's gonna be fun. We'll probably start a little earlier tomorrow too. I'm gonna guess, since we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Probably start at 3 p.m. tomorrow instead of 3:30 Eastern. Probably start at 3 p.m. Eastern since we have a ton of stuff to talk about tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, it's gonna be super fun. Congrats on everybody who won. Make sure before you guys go, make sure you guys go up to the ticket and then get your referral link and share that to your family. Share it on Discords. Share it on your socials. Every time somebody signs up, and it's an easy sign up, you're like literally telling them they win $1,000 and it's paid nothing, or win up to $1,000. They don't pay nothing. They can enter multiple times. You get 5 extra entries for just joining. And then they'll have their entries as well on top of that. Make sure you guys hit your notifications on before you guys leave. That way you guys know when we're going live. Remember, we're also giving away some free tickets here and there over on the emails too. So if you're one of the first people to get those codes in. So it's been super fun today, guys, chatting, especially about Sprouts and how crazy it is. And honestly, like I did not expect Sprouts to jump that high. And that's what's cool about playing this game. You know, we're all over here.
That's 13.6% plus 13.6%.
Good Lord, man. That is so crazy. So crazy. Well, hey.
This is why this game is fun, right? Like you could have the most like sophisticated analysis and you fall flat on your face.
Yeah, literally. It's like, man, because at the end of the day, like honestly, like these days, especially like the market just does its own thing sometimes. They don't care about your technicals anymore.
No.
Okay. All they care about is is there hype for said company, and is there some sort of growth plan? And if they've had some decent growth, and then the stock just shoots. So hey, that's the way to look at it. Yo, crypto, 252nd and 307th place. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
It's funny.
Awesome, guys. We'll see everybody tomorrow. We got a lot of cool stuff tomorrow. Tomorrow comes with some big updates too. Eddie said. So we're working on a lot of cool stuff. Like I said, in August, guys, like this whole site's going to change here in August. We have so many cool things coming. And I'm super excited for you guys to look at it, give us feedback on it, those kind of things. At the end of the day, like we said before, you guys are almost like paid beta testers at this point. So there's going to be some changes here and there that we'll have that maybe won't work right, but it'll be okay because at the end of the day, we'll get to the ones that really, really work really good. It's just early days. And like I said, make sure you guys share before you guys leave. Go everywhere you can share your referral link. The more people we get in here, the more higher and higher the prize pools can be as well. So it's up to you guys on that end. We can push it too, but you guys are the big drivers.
All right. See you tomorrow. It's gonna be a banger of a day for all the earnings tomorrow.
Yep. Can't wait.
All right. Cheers, everyone.
Bye, everyone.